Okay, so I'm going to try this again, because I have to make it shorter. But I had this idea. Sorry, we're immediately getting interrupted by a car, but okay. I had this idea of recording a video of myself talking for just in a relatively calm, pretty dark environment, which seems fitting considering I'm sitting on the roof of my house and it's almost dark, but it's still nice and warm outside and I can appreciate the last little bit of daylight before it goes away for the night. And I don't know, I love listening to videos of complete nonsense or videos that I've seen all the time and having them play in the background while I'm doing work. And so I thought maybe I would just start recording myself and posting it on YouTube just because, heck, why not? It's the craziest thing that could happen. Okay, that sounds really weird. I'm just like, why would you put yourself on YouTube? But I feel like there's a lot of people out there who I hope there's not people like me out here. It's because I feel a lot more lonely than I let on, I think. It's hard to describe, just because my friends, who I am eternally grateful for, let me make that very clear, they live in other countries and other states, and the few people who are around we all have very different schedules, and so it's, I don't get to see each other very much, and COVID kind of ruined any chance of when I was in high school, so we didn't really go out, and I was never one of those popular kids. I was definitely an extrovert, but found that I related and got along much more with introverted people, so I was, I guess, more of an ambivert, is what you call that in-between person. I don't really know. But nevertheless, because of who I ended up surrounding myself with and how the pandemic entered high school, or, entered our lives when we were in high school, we didn't go out that much, and so now I'm yearning for those experiences, and I start college in a little bit, and, I'm sure it'll be great, I'm sure I'll have fun, and, all that stuff, but just this in-between part right now, where I feel like, because, yes, I'm working, but I have days off where I can go do stuff, I can have fun, but I have to be the one to initiate conversations with people, right? In order to do stuff. I'm usually the one who texts my friends, hey, you want to hang out? You want to do this? And don't mind the little kid, sorry. And that knowledge that you're the one that has to reach out, or that you're not has to, but you're the one that does reach out, that is such a lonely feeling, because you wonder if your friends would ever reach out if they were close by. And maybe they would. Maybe schedules just, I don't know. But if you're one of those people, then you're who these videos are for. They're just going to be little videos of me recording myself because I want to put my voice out there. And if putting little voices or videos, recordings, I guess, as an anonymous person on the internet can help someone out there in this big giant world who also feels a little bit lonely and a little bit lacking in fulfillment right now, then hi. Nice to meet you. I'm not gonna say my name or, put any sort of details out there just because the internet is crazy and weird and I don't feel comfortable doing that. So you're just gonna get my voice for now. But hi there. I just want to let you know that you're doing great. You're doing okay. And like I said, I feel Like, maybe this is a good way for me to help relieve some stress for myself, for other people, to know that we're all in this together, even if we are finding each other online or in a less organic way, I suppose. It's just... Alright, what the fuck am I doing? I'm sorry. Sitting on the roof is a very, not climactic, but fuck, what's what I'm looking for? Just like introspective, maybe? I think that might be the best way to describe what I'm feeling. But just when you're just sitting there and you're looking at life, and that's how you're taking it all in, right? Take a deep breath. With the window open, normally I'd expect one of my cats to be out here at this point and be cuddling with me, but in this heat, I doubt they would be. I don't blame them for not being out here. They're inside enjoying the air conditioning, so fair enough. But, like I said, I don't expect this video to really get any attention. It's just a random person rambling about being semi-lonely, kind of, sort of, and trying to find connection with other people. And, I mean, by the time this video goes up, there will only be one video on the channel since I haven't created any more. But I want to start doing this. Like, even if nobody listens to these, even though, they're floating around on the internet with like 10 views in 50 years from now, maybe there'll be a nice kind of therapy for me to look back on. Just the fact that I was brave enough to put myself out there and put little videos of me talking and sharing my opinion on the internet, and whether anything happens in relation to it, well, we'll see. I want to try and keep this as authentic as possible, my journey on here. So if, I will be very open if something happens, if a major change in my life happens once these videos start popping up. But I just want you to know, if you're listening, thank you, one, for listening to a random person. But just, you're doing okay. You're doing great, in fact. I don't know what you're going through, but everyone's struggles are different. And there was this quote that I want to finish. If any of you have seen this show, She-Ra, it's one of my favorite shows of all time. But there's a quote about the show where it says, what often scares us isn't that we have to live in our own darkness, but that we are afraid that we are the only ones who can see it. And that is such an important meaning. And it's important to just share our experiences with others, because that belief that we are the only ones aware of our own darkness is what ultimately breaks us, because you don't think that anyone around you will understand and will be able to help you effectively. And I'm not saying I understand you completely or anything like that, but I feel like there's little feelings that a lot of us share. Feelings of loneliness, anxiety, frustration, just sadness, but also excitement, inspiration, optimism. And if this is a little way for us to get to know each other better and and just, meet each other. I don't know. I literally don't know what this is, but I hope it made you laugh hearing me ramble. I hope it made you be like, well, I don't feel so lost anymore, because there's someone out there. Yeah, just like you, kid. Banana something. But you see how that kid's talking? That's kind of how I feel. And honestly, I'm really excited to see what comes next. Well, thank you for listening. I hope you feel better.